Most visitors to Stockholm don't come here, but today I'm going to explore one of the most overlooked waterfront areas of Stockholm. I'm starting here at Fredhäll and I'm going to walk all the way across the city back to the city center. Join me to see if it's worth visiting. Come on. I like how they built all these tree bridges here. It's a perfect way to cross the street, despite the fact that it's quite mountainous here with all those cliffs. You can still pass here. You got some pretty good views also. Just look at that. Look at the marina. Well, it's quite steep to walk here, so you gotta watch out when you walk. However, there are some benches here if you want to sit down. You can do that. You can actually walk further down here on the cliffs. Some people will probably be sunbathing here. But come here on your own risk, because it's quite steep. I think I want to go further along on this hike here. Okay, they have some kind of cafe here. Let's see how it looks like. So here's the cafe. Looks pretty nice. And you can swim. Let's take a look. Another kind of beach than the one we saw before. Which one do you prefer? Let me know. So that was Fredhällsbadet. A quite cozy experience. Now it's time to get up, get back, taking these stairs again. Would you swim here? Let me know in the comments. I like the balcony here. You can tell that these houses were built in, I think, the 1920s or so, or 30s. Here is yet another park. One of many here in this area. Looks pretty cool. Some kids playing. You can see all the seeds coming from these flowers. They come actually very early in the summer, and then around June or so it looks like this. So this particular area is called Kristineberg, and it's kind of similar to the other area we went to before. Older houses. It's famous for its cliffs. It's steep cliffs. Let's see if we can walk down here somehow. Unfortunately, the weather today is not the best. It's starting to rain a little bit, so there might not be so many people outside sunbathing as I had hoped for. Okay, we made it down. Pretty nice, I must say. Kristinebergs Klipporna is the name of this place. And a more secluded kind of beach, but quite famous here. As long as it doesn't start raining more than this, this walk is doable. But if it starts raining more, it's not going to be so fun. So we made it to Hornsberg Strand, one of the nicest areas actually you can walk in the summer. As you can see, there's plenty of boats here. You can swim, and there's usually quite a lot of activity here also. And this is actually a lighthouse. It must be one of the smaller ones I've seen. But it's not working anymore. I think we need to take a look at this restaurant and escape the rain. Very nice restaurant, close to the waterfront. Looks a little bit upscale. They have a bar if you want to take a drink. Some places to sit outside. But I'm all alone. Everything depends on the weather here. If it rains, no people, no business. If it's a sunny day, it's going to be packed here. So this place isn't really that touristy, but it's a nice place that combines city life with beachfront. People live here and they can sleep, they can swim here also. What do you guys think about the architecture here? Is this modern architecture good enough? Is it livable? Or can you do better? Let me know in the comments. Some boats stop here. Maybe it's a ferry, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what this thing is. It's a place you can sit, or you put your boat here actually. That's what it's for. And this boat is also a restaurant. Very cool. The Deck. That's a fitting name. I love this little park. So nice. With the sun chairs, flowers, and the beach vibes with the sand. Really nice. So this is where we are, Hornsbergs Strandpark. Some more piers here. Let's go out and see how it looks like. Oh, pretty nice place actually. But this thing is actually moving. So not if you're seasick, not for you. But I can imagine in the summer that it's quite lively here. Pretty good views. Thankfully it did stop raining. But it's still very deserted here. And if you want to take a swim, then you do it here. I'm not sure if I would. I must say that I really like this park. They did a good job here, I think. When you see how well kept it is here, with all the flowers well maintained, it also increased the livability for the people that lives here. Very cozy here, especially this little house in the middle of the road and this canal. And from this little pier with the small benches that you have here, you can actually overlook some of the city center. If you see it in the horizon. Little marina here also. What's this house? A very, very old house here. This is the one I was looking at. Oh, they have some kind of bar here. Pretty nice. So this is Carlsberg's castle in the background. It's one of the most famous castles in Stockholm. And I think this is one of the best views you get of the castle actually, from this side. As you can see, there are people walking there and running and bicycling, which is pretty cool, but you cannot enter the castle because it's a military possession. So it's off limits if you want to enter it. From here on, we're getting closer to coming back to the city. We have some boat club on this side and houses, restaurants on this side. actually a Brazilian restaurant here. I think this is one of very few Brazilian restaurants in Sweden, so if you have your ways here, you can actually give it a try. It's nice.
Yeah.
Restaurant, boat. Monica. Hotel also, I think. It's both a hotel and a restaurant. And here you see Sankt Eriksbron. Another boat restaurant on this side. Would you like to live here? In these houses, in this neighborhood? Let me know in the comments. So, for the past 3 videos I've been walking around Stockholm showing waterfront walks to show the beauty of Stockholm in the summer. But the next video will be very different. So I think we're slowly coming to the end here. As you can see, the city center is here, one of the main bridges of Stockholm, and the rail tracks. So we're almost ending. And actually we're almost back in the city center now. Just coming up on this bridge, walk right back to the central station, and then we're done. This last stretch of this walk may not be the prettiest, with all those modernist buildings and offices, but what can you do? Take care and see you at the next one. Until then.